What happens when family discipline takes a turn? A daughter clashes with her mother's old-school punishment, spiraling into a heated physical disagreement. Here's what happened.
What happened tonight?
Tonight. She's been in a bad mood this afternoon. Her
Okay.
children irritated her.
Okay.
And they were very loud, talking, and we went to the Dollar Tree. We went to go look. I sell real estate. We went and took pictures of a house. When we came back, you could just tell. And I asked her, what's wrong? My kids are irritating, you know. It's like, I said, you better get used to it. It's 16 years worth of this. The children were being unruly.
Unruly, okay.
Well,
So she's frustrated with the children.
Her words are, they haven't shut up talking all day.
Okay.
In our home, you can't have two queens running a household.
Okay.
It's just very difficult.
Okay.
She gives them baths. This is part of the reconciliation process. She gives them baths, she feeds them, she gets them ready, she takes them to school, I pick them up in the afternoon, and if I try to interject, which is what happened tonight, she was disciplining Kaylee. Their discipline is two children arguing with each other.
Okay.
Because my daughter's still a child. Mentally, she's still a child. Don't get me wrong, she's trying to be a mother. But I went out there to discipline because I'm usually the disciplinary. She did not want me to interfere and got in my face, and she'd already been angry all day. This is how she is. When she gets in my face, it becomes a yelling match. And you can see some of the video I have in my bedroom where she's just chasing me into my room, yelling, telling me F off, you know. And I said, she's, you know, it just escalated. Continual, like it normally does.
Okay.
Usually I just say, whatever, and walk away, or I engage. And when it's engaging, it becomes a blown-up yelling match.
Okay.
And she started to scream as loud as she could, so I screamed over her. I said, is that working? You know, it's like pounding your fist on a wall. It doesn't work.
Okay.
She says, respect me as a mother. Like 5 times, and I looked straight at her and I said, do you hear your words?
Okay, so
Respect me as your mother.
you guys are in each other's face, screaming back and forth.
And I don't know how the exact events came about. She had a cup of coffee in her hand.
Okay.
And as she was like this close in my face, she pushed me because I was screaming just as loud as she was. And
how did she push you?
Pushed me away. Well, she threw, I don't know if the coffee was thrown on me first.
Okay.
Or she pushed me first. One of the two. She threw her
So
coffee.
how did she push though? How did she do her hands, and how did she touch you when she pushed you?
Well, we were this close, so
Okay. She pushed
me.
You can do it on me.
Yeah, she
Like
pushed
that?
me
Okay.
and threw her coffee, or she threw her coffee and pushed me.
Okay.
And then I
either.
went after her and said, do you want to do this? I grabbed her sweater, her sweat jacket, and I said, do you want to get all your hate and I mean this close. You want to get all your hate and anger out today on me because you can't stand me? And she just wailed. Yes, I do.
Okay.
And she...
Which hand did she...
She
which
had the
fist
coffee
did she
cup.
punch you with?
No, with the coffee cup.
With the coffee cup.
She had it in that hand. First she had it in the other hand.
Okay, she had it in the right hand?
In the right hand.
Okay.
Yes. And
Okay.
she hit me like this.
How many times did she hit you?
Well,
you don't know?
with the coffee cup once, and then she
Once.
threw it on the ground.
Okay, so she hit you once with the coffee cup, threw it on the ground, then what?
Then we continued to tangle,
Okay.
and she said, I kicked her. I pushed her away from me, kicked her with my foot,
Kicked her?
pushed her up against the door like this, and said, you are not going to be violent with me anymore. You're
Okay.
not. This is it. It is over. And she punched me a second time.
Okay.
And when she punched me the second time in my face, I turned around, I walked away, said, you're going to jail. I'm not doing this with you ever again. It's over. Because the last time she did it, in August, I didn't call the police. She punched me in the face after throwing her milkshake in my face because we had a disagreement at the dinner table. She's been asked to leave numerous times and refuses to. This is not the first time she's done this.
Okay.
I would like this time to press charges and I want her out.
Okay. So, here's the thing. I have to do my investigation. I do see that you have a black eye right there. Okay, I gotta talk to you, get your side. I gotta talk to her, get her side. Once I have all the evidence available to me, I'll make a decision what I can do. If for some reason I can't make an arrest tonight, what is the plan? Are you able to go somewhere? I'm going to ask her the same thing. Is there anywhere that you can go to separate for the evening?
This is my home.
Okay.
She's in a privileged situation. I have power of attorney over the grandchildren.
Okay. Hi, you Danielle?
Hi, yes I am.
Hi, can we speak to you out here for a minute?
No problem.
I'm Officer McCurdy with OPD. I'm going to close the door. I don't want the kids to hear. Anybody else here right now other than the kids? It's just you and the 2 kids? Okay. So, I don't know if you're aware, your mother has called us to report a domestic disturbance, okay? I'm here to get your side of the story. I've already spoken to her, okay? Do you know where she is right now?
No, I don't.
Okay.
She just left.
Well, I've already spoken to her and gotten her statement, so I gotta get your statement, okay? Now, before I give you or take your statement, I gotta read you this, okay? Doesn't mean you're under arrest or anything. It just means that I'm investigating a crime right now and I have to read you your rights, okay? So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to execute these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights as I've explained them to you? Having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us right now? No?
I mean, yes.
You do?
I didn't mean to say no.
You're fine, you're fine. Okay, so, do you know what incident she's wanting to report? Like, did anything happen between you guys tonight? Okay, so, in your own words, what happened?
So is that okay if I sit down?
You can sit down, yeah.
So I've been living with my mom for about 3 years now, and
Okay.
prior to that, just to give like a little bit of backstory, prior to that, my mom like had custody of my kids when I was off,
Okay.
using drugs, or I went to rehab, and so I moved back here to get back with my kids, and the argument started when my kids are in the living room, they're cleaning up their Legos, the whole living room looks like a bomb went off in there, and I'm trying to handle it, I'm in there, I'm telling her over and over again, and I'm having a conversation back and forth with her, and my mom comes down the hallway with a belt in her hand and starts screaming and telling me I'm not handling it, and I'm asking her like to respect me as a mom, like don't come behind me and tell her to do something else and demean me as a mom, and she's just keeps yelling and screaming in my face, following me around the house. I have a coffee cup in my hand, I spilled the water in her face to get her away from me, to get her to back up, and she starts kicking me and slapping me and scratching me and pushing me against the wall in the kitchen, and so I hit her with the coffee cup to get her off of me.
Okay.
She's like, who do you think's gonna win this fight? Who do you think's gonna win this fight? And that was basically the end of it.
Okay. Where did you hit her with a coffee cup?
On the side of the face. I just
Side of the
kind of
face?
swung like that.
Was it in her eye? Like, eye area right here? Okay. Did, what happened to the coffee cup after you hit her in the eye?
I don't know.
Don't
It
know.
fell to the floor and I just swept it up afterwards.
Okay, did it break when it hit the floor? Okay. Is there any, so are you saying that she was the one who started the altercation?
Yes.
Okay. Is there any reason why you didn't call the police?
My mom does this on a weekly basis. Every other day she starts running and screaming and doing all this other stuff. It's happened multiple times. So I just assumed that whenever she got done yelling and screaming, that everything would just be fine.
Okay.
But I wasn't backing down from my stance of it. I'm not going to let her keep bullying me, so she's going to call the cops and take it as far as she possibly can to win the argument.
Okay. Do you mind putting the kids in a bedroom so we can go in and maybe look at this coffee mug? Okay.
The coffee mug's in the trash can out there. I put it
Out.
I sealed it in a bag and put it out here.
Okay. Okay. Any reason why you put it in this bag and threw it out here?
It was on the floor in the kitchen, and I didn't want my kids to step on it.
Okay. Is there any reason why you didn't throw it in the trash can in the kitchen?
There's no trash can in the kitchen. It was in the shower being washed out.
Okay. Open this up and take a look at it. So there's 2 kids in the house, nobody else is in the house, right? Anybody else witness this incident? Okay.
Any weapons or anything like that in the house?
My mom has guns. I don't know if you can look in her room. I don't know if she has them herself.
Okay. Do you have any injuries?
I have scratches on the side of my face. She was kicking me in my leg. I don't know if I have any bruises or not. Obviously, I'm stronger than her, and it was a coffee cup, so it's going to look like I did the worst damage.
Okay. When you hit her with a coffee cup, what was she doing?
She had me pinned against the wall in the kitchen and
That's right.
screaming in my face and slapping me and kicking me.
So she had you pinned against the wall, was slapping and kicking you, then you hit her in the head with a coffee mug. And can you tell me again why you didn't call us when all that happened?
Because she already had me against the wall.
I know,
There
but,
was no, and as I was
after-
walking away, why am I gonna call the cops when she already called them?
Because it's a domestic battery incident. Well,
So
did you
both
know that she
parties-
called the cops?
I heard her calling the cops in the bedroom. I didn't know that I should have called as well. I didn't know both parties need to call.
Okay. All right. If you don't mind standing over here with this officer, I'm going to give a call to my supervisor. Just ask him a couple questions, let him know what we got going on here. And I'll get back to you in a minute, okay?
You know what, you can sit back there. Where you were.
So I did have one more question for you. So, if you knew that the police were coming, why did you clean up the mug?
I didn't know that the police were coming. I wasn't trying to like purposely. I was just cleaning up the mess after an argument that
Okay.
happened.
So, you did not, but you just told me that you knew the police were coming. That's why you didn't call, because you knew they were coming anyway.
I wasn't trying to tamper with evidence. I just was cleaning up. It's just a natural instinct that there's glass on the floor and I have kids running in the house. I'm gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna leave liquid on the floor for them to run and slip on, or to ruin the hardwood floors. Like, I'm just gonna pick it up.
Okay. Well, alright. I'm gonna make another phone call, right back.
But I saw that she has power of attorney over the children, but you have full custody.
I have full custody. The only reason I signed over power of attorney was so that she could get Bennett, because I was living in Orlando with my boyfriend at the time, and he needed to go to rehab. I was going with him, obviously, because I was still using too. I was like, fuck it, I might as well go. And so I asked my mom to keep the kids, because we were kind of like back and forth with the kids, and she has done a lot for them. Like, I'm not going to take that away from her, but now, like, I'm doing what I can. And so I signed a power of attorney that's expired multiple times, and I've had to sign it again, and that's our biggest fight is, Mom, like, okay, I'm doing what I need to do. I've done all these steps. Like, can we just transition back now? And she doesn't want to let any of that happen. And it's just a constant battle of, like, okay, she wants to control every little way that I do things with them, because she feels like her way is the right way. And it's just, it's getting annoying at this point. It really is.
So did the two kids see what happened?
They were in the living room, so I'm assuming they saw.
Do you mind if I talk to them
Yeah.
by myself with them? Okay. Are they right in here? What are their names?
You're allowed to go inside if you want next time.
Okay. What are their names?
Cash is my son and Kaylee is my daughter.
Okay. I'll be right back. You can stay out here with her. Hi. Hi, my name's Officer John, okay? I'm with the Ocala Police Department. What's your guys' names?
Cash?
Okay. Right. Did you guys see anything that happened here tonight between your grandma and your mom?
Yeah, they were fighting.
Okay, what happened?
They were punching each other and kicking each other.
Okay, who started it? Did you see who started it?
Our mom did. She told our grandmother to kick her.
Okay, she told your grandma to kick her? Why do you think she did that?
Well, they were fighting because my sister because Kaylee had to clean up, and my grandmother just came out with the belt ready to smack her. But my mom said that she had this under control. My grandmother didn't believe her, and then they started fighting.
Okay. And you said your mom was the one that started the fight? Okay. What about you, Kaylee? What did you see?
Well, I saw that Mom spilled coffee everywhere where my grandma was.
Okay, did you see anything else?
Well, I did saw that we were slapping each other, and we were like pulling their arms like that.
Okay. Who started it?
Mom.
Your mom did?
Really started it.
Oh, and I think they broke a coffee mug.
Okay, they broke a coffee mug? Do you know who broke the coffee mug? Just one of them?
I think it was our mom.
Okay. Has this ever happened before, your mom and grandma fighting?
They actually fight really a lot.
They've been fighting since my mom was like 4 or 5 years old.
Okay, so it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Okay. Was there anybody else here when that happened, or just you guys and your mom and grandma?
It was just us.
Okay. I appreciate you guys talking to me, okay? How you guys feel, though, after it all? Are you upset or anything, or is it just a normal occurrence for you?
I just felt scared.
You get scared when it happened?
Yeah.
Okay, I got you. Alrighty, well, I'm going to go back out here and talk to your mom again, and your grandma's alright. She just went to the doctor to get checked out. Alright, so she's okay. Alrighty? Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Alright, so listen, here's the deal. Obviously I wasn't here, right? I'm the stuff that, I'm here 3 hours later trying to pick up pieces of what happened, okay? Right now, your mom's got worse injuries than you do. Okay, I do see that you have scratches there, right? I don't think you've been completely honest with me, okay? Because you told me that the reason why you didn't call us is because you knew we were coming, but then you admitted to cleaning the coffee mug up. Then when I asked you why you cleaned the coffee mug up, you said it's because you didn't know we were coming, okay? So, okay, well, we can agree to disagree, okay? Here's the thing. What I'm going to be doing now tonight is placing you under arrest for domestic battery, okay? Alright, so can you stand up for me? Did I turn it on?
Can I call somebody real quick before you arrest me to let them know so that I can be bonded out?
Let's do it after we get your handcuffs, okay?
Family disputes can escalate quickly, but moments like these remind us of the importance of understanding, communication, and patience. So, who do you think was in the wrong in this situation? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe for weekly videos.